What's up, y'all? It's Opsy here. I'm going to be going over a SPY 717 recap of what happened in the market and how I played it. So what we're looking at here is I marked this pre-market high in this range. So we were just playing right through this range, all right? The main range, we had to sell off into open. Open, we held this support. We had a V-shape reversal here, okay? You can just tell. V-shape, you break over that or that. You can call that a V-shape reversal, okay? Then what we're looking at here is we push, continue pushing, we reclaim the 745, bullish sign here. We get above daily high, even more bullish, right? We top out here at 748. 748 is a key level. Look at all these top outs. Reject, we created this support off this rejection, right? People then now think, okay, this looks like a double top, right? This looks like a nice double top. What we're looking at here is we need to reclaim 745. People 100% got faked out here, thinking, oh, double top, we confirm this here, break, right? No. This candle didn't close. There was no confirmation here, right? Okay. It was not, if you took this, you got faked out, immediately rejected, thinking this is a double top. You need to reclaim 745, and then you can target down here to 744. 100% got trapped here. Multiple people, we just used it to push higher. Okay, you did this, shot up, played this, had a nice little retest, and we just continued shop here, right? Again, we slowed out here. Look, volume wasn't good. We keep trying to push this, no volume to break up, okay? What happens? We break back under. We topped. You break back under this, okay? We're targeting back into this previous day high. We get under previous day high. We retest it, see? We retest the previous day high, the support that it was acting as. Okay, same with us. We retest it. And then we have a continuation down after the retest. That's what happened. You break under, retest, continuation down. Same thing happened here. 745, break under 745 here. Continuation down, right? We're not at this low yet. This is previous day low down here, but we're not at this very hard support here. 744 area. Okay? We break under 745 though. Now we're leaning more bearish, right? You get under this chop, this midday level, this strong support here as well. You're leaning bearish again. You break under here. You retest. Okay, we retested. We didn't confirm over the level, just a retest. Continue down. But did you see what happened when we continue down here? We sweeped this level. You see this? It looked like we were going to get faked up, but just trust the candle closures, right? Best confirmation is the candle closure, especially when you're looking at some higher 15-minute time frame, 30-minute time frame here. Okay, so you sweep this, right? You sweep the level here. Again, right, what happened here? You broke under, retested, continuation down. Happened here at the 744 level, the strong support. Broke under, retested, continuation down. We continue down to here, okay? After that continuation, you came back to retest this, right? You retested again. Okay, another continuation down. Okay, because this is a strong support. The market's wanting to test it. Okay, we ended up holding down here. Well, what happened here is the market, when you have this long downturn, right? You're going down. What happens is a lot of times you're creating boom, right? Say you broke under the support. That was the support level you broke under. You retest the support level, okay? Break under, come back, retest that support level. You break under, you come down, you retest. See that how these are acting as support levels, these previous bound zones. Okay, but what happened here is we needed more liquidity to push down. Okay, we're at this zone here. We've slowed down. This is where the momentum on seller sides and buyers are picking up. What happened here? We're on a very bullish day. Massive drop. You look over here, massive drop, right? Look, this was a near 2% drop day, I believe. Okay, look, boom, retest support, boom, retest the support that you're breaking under. Boom, we retest the support. Here, what happened here? You broke down the support. Looks like a retest. People are watching this major level. That's why it's retested multiple times. This major 745 level. We come back up, say this is 745. We sweep the level higher. The reason we swept that level higher, okay, looking like we just broke back this resistance, making this look more another V-shaped recovery here, right? You break over that, boom, boom. Look, it looked like a V-shaped recovery there, okay? That's what it looked like. So people bought in here, right? People bought in up there. V, boom. That level right there, this major support everyone was watching all day. You look like you had a V-shaped recovery, just like this one here. Push up. You pushed. We had our little stop level there. Continued, you break it, right? A red flag here, though. Look at the volume. Look at how much we've continued down. This here wasn't a reversal, okay? This was a bear trap. These bears, what they're doing, support, retest, right? Support, retest. No, this time it wasn't a retest. We break under, making bulls want to rebuy in here. Rebuy in thinking this is a reverse, right? They get trapped here, making this the bear trap, using it as more liquidity to fake them out on this and continue the push down to sweep back under this support level. Okay? Sweep under the support level. Continue dropping, boom, retest. You retested the level. And then we had an end of the day push again. Amazing sign, by the way, especially going into Monday this next week. You retest this 745. We did not confirm over it. No confirmation over it. Continue down, rejected at the level. Just use it as another long retest. Okay, that's all it was. Another retest, boom, sell off into close. Now, next week, just watch this level. But all this was a major V-shaped recoveries into bear traps, into supports. Now, I'll go over a little simpler here. But when you're watching this, you just need to watch the support zones, watch just kind of the daily range that we're moving in, and watch for really pay attention when you're seeing this. Be careful of these bear traps. When you're having these long downturns, don't be stuck here. Okay? The easiest way to describe a bear trap, just for those who are learning it, or it's the same as a bull, right? Say bull traps here. Boom, you break a resistance level, you retest the resistance, continuation up, right? Say it just happens multiple times, right? Same here, you break a resistance, you retest, continuation up. How bull traps, what they'll do, they break it the same way, right? Break the resistance, just how on the downside you'd break the support, right? And you'd have the retest and continuation down. You break the resistance, continuation up. Break the resistance. Okay. But what happens here looks like a continuation down. Okay. You may break the resistance here, but it looks like we're actually just headed back down to that. Okay. So support, a bear trap to watch out for. You're watching for a continuation down. Break under a support level, right? Say that was sorry about that. Break down. Break under support. Okay. You retest the support. Continuation down. This is the support. You retest that support you broke under. Continuation down. Okay, then accept here what you're doing. Break under. You come back up to sweep it. Okay. That's the bear trap. You get trapped. Buyers get trapped here. They get trapped thinking they're reclaiming the support into this V-shaped recovery. Bam. Then all buyers are stuck up here. Money's down here, right? Just uses exit liquidity here. Bull traps are the same way. Okay. Continue up, break it, you retest it. Continuation up. Break it, you retest it. Continuation up. You break it. Except this time it doesn't look like a retest. It looks like you're headed back down, right? Then boom. Now the sellers are stuck down here, or the shorts, the bears, they're stuck down here. When bam, you just use it as more momentum to push higher up here, okay? That's all it is. It's simple. Just pay attention to the volume on it. Pay attention to making sure just the trend of the day. Don't get faked out by a fake V-shaped recovery here. You buy in here, it looks amazing. Bam. You buy at the top, you just got rejected straight down to the low. So today, all it was simple support resistance zones, the range you're playing, and just being patient, right? You could have got in on this nice, beautiful V-shaped recovery. Volume was good. We held this very strongly. I mean, awesome. You hot in here. You rode the wave up, right? Topped out here, topped out here, topped out here. People multiple times thought this was going to be a double top, right? People thought this here. I mean, double top. Maybe people got in on the V-shaped recovery as well, but people thought double top here, right? Double top. Some people got a little too eager, I guarantee it. They entered before they actually confirmed the double top. If they confirmed under here, bam, you can target this low, right? People don't wait for the confirmation of it. You got to wait for that candle close under this, okay? You never got the actual candle close confirmation. Then, we continue just to chop to the side here, holding this support. Chop, 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 right? Just chopping up here. Topped out again. Continuation back down, broke under this support, okay? And then you heading back down here. Boom. Okay, now you're in like just kind of the daily zone, this 745 support. Break under, retest. So if you're really trying to look at this chart, V-shaped recovery, topped out again here, trying to look like a double top, never confirmed the double top, to a continuation up a little higher, right? A little higher. Actually, pretty even with that. Sorry about that. Let me redo that. Continuation to about there as well, okay? People got faked out here thinking, oh, this is a double top. But instead of waiting for it to actually cross this, faked out here, got trapped down here. Bam. Okay. Lost our capital there. What happened here? Momentum slowed, where you're just chopping. Topped out there again. Bam, you break under the support. You break under the 745 support here, which is this here. Come down. Retest it. You're retesting the 745 support. You're going down, right? Retest. Continuation down. Now we're at this major support level everyone's watched all day. Everyone's watched. Pre-market even held it at times, okay? You broke under, you continue down far, man. Break under, retest, continuation down, right? This is the level everyone's looking for to see if we come back down to this daily low, okay? So we break under. We retest it, okay? Have a further continuation down. We stopped out here. You came back up, see? You retested this actually multiple times, but for the sake of simplicity, we'll just do this. Okay, you came the bear trap. Look, no volume to push back above. It's not holding here. This isn't holding here, all right? Look in the higher time frame, especially when you're in this kind of choppy day. Right now we're just in the 5, so I can map out these retests. Okay? You came back up. Look like the downside slowing. Look like another V-shaped recovery here. Boom, you swept that 745, thinking you swept it, right? Everyone's thinking, wow, okay, we're holding this again. We're not going back down to daily low. What happened? You held it, but it was a bear trap to trap buyers up here thinking another. Got faked out again here on this V-shape recovery, right? Right here. Thinking this V-shape. Okay, this V-shape. Boom, trapped. Trapped here at this top, okay? What happened after they got trapped to use more liquidity? Bam. Broke through this support that it was holding. Everyone thought the momentum was done, right? Continuation down. What happened here again? Continue. You came back to retest the support after you broke under it. like butter, right? You just simple play the level support, break under, retest, bam. And then what happens? We break under, we retested, came back down, decided to retest again. This time it wasn't a retest, okay? Decided to retest again. This time it wasn't a retest. We actually continued up, right? Good volume. Volume rose. Good volume on that break. But what came here, which is the best thing for Monday, right? When we're coming back on 720 here, best thing. Okay, when markets open. Since we rejected here at the 745, right? We came back up. Right here, look. Bam, right? Boom. Okay. Continue just chopping, but we ended up reclaiming this, actually making this a recovery this time. Okay. Reclaimed, but it was a massive retest of this big move. You look in the higher time frame, you can see just a bigger version of this move here. If you're scalping, you can scalp these moves here. But if you're looking at the bigger time frame, you're just looking at this major retest, this drop to create this low right here, right? Of this. And then this other retest. This here was just another retest. We never confirmed over to actually hold this level to show bullish, okay? You just continue back down. We just sell off in today, get back right where we were to this sell-off point, okay? Now, as long as we hold here, we hold 742. 742 is a key level. You look in higher time frames, you can see it. 742 range through there, this range here. As long as we hold kind of through this range and don't get above 745, there's still more downside. We can see a 5% pullback here for sure. And we got under the 742 major level. If we fully kind of just get this overnight close of it, that's looking very nice. But just pay attention to the V-shaped recoveries. Don't get faked out by the bear traps here, the bull traps, whatever you're looking at. Don't get faked out. This bear trap, you got trapped up here. There were so many of the exact same things happening today. And everyone constantly was getting faked out by it, right? Constant just, V-shaped recovery, right? But they're not waiting for that break into the level. Got trapped up here, rejected, right? Just use as liquidity to continue the push further down. Retest, break under, boom, boom. Just continuing down. Like that, whoever bought up here got screwed. They had no upside, nothing. They ticked the top, got used as liquidity to continue the push further down. So just be careful when you're watching your levels. Know the range you're playing in, right? Even this here, just if you trade trend lines, look at this here. An upwards trend line, right? Trend line going up. Okay, we hold bounce, bounce, bounce. This would have been an amazing time to enter puts here, right? You get past this day, the daily high, the pre-market high, sorry. Get past the pre-market high. You reject this daily high, reject the daily high, rejection through here, through this range, right? Momentum slowing. You can already see some lower lows being created, right? Or sorry, lower highs being created, sorry. See, lower high. We sweep under the trend line and this support here, okay? Sweep under trend line support. As soon as you broke under here and you retested this level, that was a pretty good sign to enter puts. If you're playing a little safe, I get it. We're in a choppy market there. 745 level. You retest, you wait for the confirmation. Boom, you enter puts. Target down here. If you just sweep down here like we did, bam, second momentum kind of slows here, and when it looks like a retest, you get out here. Or just to make sure. But people that thought, boom, we reclaimed this strong support, bought up here. Boom, you just got used as exit liquidity. You were stuck at VWAP. Bam. Continuation down to retake that support. Watch your levels, know how to identify the bear traps. The more you look at charts, the more you see the bear traps like that happening, the more you'll notice when it looks like a bear trap. Heck, I get faked out plenty as well. But when you see low volume, strong levels just being broke here, you see if you broke over VWAP here, that's a good sign, especially if you get above. You just get back into this range here. But I still wouldn't have entered called here's when you have this much selling momentum, right? And you just broke some major supports. So just watch out, be safe. Other thing I'd watch for again, like look at that trend line. You could have played that trend line. You bought a 0 DT on that. You just target this 745 for the possible bounce. You could have made 100% there, easy, 150%, right? If you really held and this was a strong breakthrough, right? You held down here, you saw it kind of reject and stall out here for the retest. Could have got out there, probably banked 250%. Just off knowing, just off noticing this simple trend line here, the break under the trend line. We topped out here. People got faked out here on the V. Sorry, down there. People got faked out down there, right? They're using this as a support here, through here. We break the trend line, we break the support. You definitely could have got some nice plays there. All just knowing this range, this pre-market range, okay? That's all. Just knowing this pre-market range before you drop to look at the sell-off. You broke under here, sell-off. Came back, retest, chopped under, continuation up, right? Continue up, continue up, continue up. Boom, you come back down here. You hold this level for a bit. You break under, you retest. You just kind of chop here, send straight down. Broke under the level, right? They use this level again as the support. The levels repeat a lot of the times, right? You're going to see a ton of just repeating off, even just looking at pre-market. Pre-market's important, whether people think it is or not. You mark your daily range and what to stay in here, right? And again, there's just so many fake outs. So just watch the fake outs, trust your levels, wait for these candle closures. If you need to, play higher time frames. If you're getting faked on the 5, then I don't recommend trading on the 1 minute, but some people are successful at it. But if you are getting faked on the 5, go to the 15. Okay, look how clean the 15 is here. V-shape recovery there. Okay, look, you can see this. You would have a way lower chance on the 15 if you were in this play here, seeing this double top, right? Of getting faked out on this V. You don't even notice it, especially if you're waiting for candle closures. You won't get faked out on this V because, like, yes, you wicked down here after the double top, but look at this here. You just touched it. You wicked it, touched it, but you never actually confirmed under that level. So you never confirmed under the V, and you wouldn't have got faked out down here, right? Thinking it was the V and then just getting reversed. So just know your levels. Look, clear retest there. Clear retest. You probably wouldn't have got trapped by this bear trap. Okay, you waited for this. You saw it didn't break over VWAP. It's just much cleaner, right? You waited for next candle open. You saw next candle getting rejected. You're golden, right? And you could have known, okay, bear trap, liquidity. Sean sent down, could have entered puts. Target just this level here. I mean, you may have not got the maximum, but got a good level, support level there. Bam, right? All just from playing some higher time frames. So just know what's best for you. Know your levels. I recommend switching through some time frames. But that's about it for me, y'all. I'll be back Monday. I'll try to do some live trading. Catch y'all later. Peace.